Good morning, everyone. This is Dan Toner. I'm the health insurance agent for American Layout. Donna and Mary and I have been getting together the last couple of weeks. They're on the call right now. This is being recorded to send out to let everyone know that we have open enrollment. Our medical plans renew on June 1 of every year, and we've spent some time sort of looking at the market. And we have some good news to share for sure. So with this link, you're also going to get an email with the attached document. We use a portal. I'm going to go over the portal towards the end of the memo. I'm just going to highlight through the memo. Yes, it's 23 pages. We are not going to go over 23 pages right now, but definitely take time to read it. This really it takes basically all the information that we're doing from all and encapsulates everything that we're doing. So definitely take your time to read the memo. In terms of the health plan offerings for this year, we are changing from Aetna to United. Why? We're going to go over that in the next few minutes. We got a better plan and lower premiums, and why not take advantage of it? We're also going to move the vision. Nothing was wrong with the Aetna vision plan, but since we're moving the medical, United Healthcare can give us just as good a job on the vision. So we are changing the medical and prescription and the vision. We are keeping Delta Dental. Why? Because Delta Dental is a great company here in New Jersey and in other states. And we figured they raised the rates maybe $1 a single, for example, very minor increases. And a lot of people like the dental plan. So we're going to renew with Delta Dental. On the screen, just going to go over this is probably the most important part of the call. I'm going to blow it up a little bit for us. Plan on the left was last June, which ends at the end of May. Plan on the right is a new plan starting in June 1. You are going to get a link today through email from my benefit link. I'm going to go over those slides in a second about the portal we're using, where you'll make your election, enroll, waive. And this is the plan you'll be enrolled on. So a couple of bullet points. Number one, Oxford is our network of doctors and hospitals here in New Jersey and in New York. Their parent company, United, is our network of doctors and hospitals outside New York and New Jersey. So if I'm in Florida, I'm going to use the United network of doctors and hospitals. And if I'm in New York and New Jersey, I'm going to use the Oxford Freedom Network. Those are the largest networks that Oxford and United offer. So we're going to get a huge network of doctors and hospitals. We do not anticipate this to be a problem compared to Aetna. Number two, I'm not required to get a referral. That means I don't have to pick a primary and go to that primary and go right to a specialist. Yes, I have out-of-network coverage like I did with Aetna. And that means if I go to a doctor here in New York and New Jersey that does not participate with Oxford, I have a separate deductible and coverage. And if I'm in Florida, for example, I don't have to go to a United doctor and I have a deductible and then coverage. However, if I go in network, I am getting significantly more benefits. And most of you will be in network, so we're going to focus on those coverages. My primary care copay has been reduced from $30 to $25. The specialist copay is a little different, $75. Now, I will tell you that Aetna was increasing its deductible, its copay to $75. So even though this was last year's plan design, Aetna was increasing the specialist copay. So United is more catching up with the market, or Aetna is. So it was going to be a $75 copay to specialist, even if we remained with Aetna. At the pharmacy, you'll see very similar copays. The $10 copay will compare to the generic copay at Aetna. The $35 is a preferred name brand that's down $10 from Aetna, and the $75 represents name brand drugs called preferred, which is a match. So very similar prescription coverage. Here's where the good stuff comes in. With Aetna, when you had things like hospital, surgery, and radiology, like an MRI, CAT scan, and PET scan, you had a $1,500 deductible. You owed 20% of the bill, but you could never spend more than $5,000. That was your worst case scenario for all your hospitals, surgeries, and MRIs. With United and Oxford, you have a $1,500 deductible to match, but look at that, 0%. So with hospitals and surgeries and MRIs, 0% after deductible, significantly better coverage. From a pricing standpoint, Aetna was going to increase premiums about, I think it was over 10%. I think it was somewhere between 11 to 12%. United's actually lower than the current rates you're paying. So not only are they giving us better coverage, but they're lowering our premiums. And that's why we said, you know what, let's give Oxford United a crack this year. Okay. So that's the main point. I'll open it up for those that are on the call right now. Does anybody have any questions about the coverage from Oxford compared to Aetna? Got a wave in the background, Donna, behind you?
Yeah.
Or,
Okay. We have Lisa on the phone too, so, okay. That's okay, go ahead.
Okay, do you want me to go?
Yep.
Okay, so
That's a survey.
I'm wondering about under the prescription coverage, what's that $250?
That is the most you'll pay as a copay for really super expensive name brand drugs. And I think that was the same thing. My software doesn't have it with Aetna, but I think it's the same thing that Aetna does. So those are what's called like ridiculously expensive high drugs. You'll never pay more than a $250 copay for it.
Okay, and what was my question?
Out of network.
Yeah, out of network. My primary care doctor, I went online. Now you're saying Oxford, but I went onto the website and I looked under United Healthcare because that's what I thought this was. And my primary care doctor is not covered.
So you went, but you sounds like you went to the wrong website.
Well, I went to the one that's in this pamphlet.
So we're going to skip it into this section. By the way, these are the full benefit summaries. There's a 6 or 7 page full benefit summary in the memo. Talks a little bit more detail. We're going to go over the dental in a second. There's the vision. And on the My UHC, okay, you are looking in New York and New Jersey. When you click this link and you go, there's a drop down that says, what am I looking for? So the first thing you're going to do is go to it's alphabetized A to Z, go to O for Oxford. And then when you click on there, you will see the Freedom Network. And if you're in New York and New Jersey, you want to click Freedom, and then you'll go in and then take then you can narrow by primaries and specialists, mile radius, you name it.
Okay.
If I'm looking for providers outside New York and New Jersey, you want to go to the United drop down that says the Choice Plus Network. So if I'm in Florida, I'm seeing the Choice Plus Network, not Oxford. Oxford only has Freedom doctors in New York and New Jersey.
Gotcha.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, in a sense, Aetna's a little easier by far by saying it's just Aetna. Oxford is only in New York and New Jersey, and United is anywhere else in the country. United owns Oxford, so they have this little intertwined relationship for the past 20 years.
Understood.
But we have out-of-state benefits, correct?
Nationwide coverage.
Okay.
That means, Donna, if you go spend 6 months down in Florida and you're covered in New Jersey, you're using Oxford doctors, but if you decided to plop down there for 6 months, you're not out of network by you would see the United network of doctors while you were down there.
Okay.
So everyone is going to have the Oxford and United logo on their cards because everybody, so folks in Florida can come up to New York and New Jersey and they would see the Oxford doctors, vice versa.
Okay.
Good questions.
That's fine.
I think that was my only concern, really.
But by the way, if you're covered with dependents, you don't have a $3,000 deductible. The deductible, the family maximum is $3,000. So I'll give you an example. I'm married with 2 kids. If the 4 of us were covered under the American Layout Plan, I would owe a $1,500 deductible, and then I'm done for the year. My spouse would have a $1,500. She's done for the year. The maximum they're going to take is $3,000. So if I met 15 and my wife met 15, that means that 3 is met. My kids don't have to meet a dime. That's how insurance will work. Okay.
Will the deductible start June 1st?
The deductible will start June 1st. However, super important, good lead-in question, Donna. They give you credit. Anybody that has met deductible credit, let Donna and Mary know how much deductible you met from January 1 until May 30th. We will give you a sheet, Donna and Mary. Amanda will work on that. And it's a sheet that literally lists everybody, and United accepts deductible credit.
Okay,
And they actually accept maximum out-of-pocket credit. So here's the best news. If I had a hospital bill with Aetna, let's say I had a $100,000 hospital bill in February, I would have met my $1,500, paid 20%, and I owed $5,000. They'll give you credit for that whole $5,000 towards your maximum out-of-pocket here.
but it doesn't automatically carry over. We have to fill out a document.
It's an Excel spreadsheet that Amanda will provide you, and it literally just says Donna on line 1, Mary on line 2, Lisa on line 3, and you just, as a column that says how much deductible you met with Aetna and how much maximum out of pocket. They just verbally want the information.
Okay,
So we will provide that sheet to you probably mid-May, and we'll probably have some sort of announcement that will remind you guys next week. Hey, everybody, if you're covered, let Mary and Donna know how much deductible and out of pocket. By the way, you will get the question, I don't know how much that is. Where do I get it? You go on Aetna's website and you literally look at your explanation of benefits, and there's a column that shows how much you met.
okay,
The member has to get that on their own. We cannot get a report from Aetna. I wish we could.
okay.
Okay. All right, any other questions on the medical? Refresher about Delta Dental. It has in and out of network coverage. If you're using the Premier network, you're getting $2,500 worth of coverage. If you're using the PPO network, you're getting an extra $500. So they have two networks when you log in. There's a lot of similarities. A lot of doctors take both. So you'll probably be using the $3,000. What that means is that's the most benefit Delta is going to give you on a calendar year. When you wake up on January 1, they give everybody enrolled up to $3,000. So my example of 4, I'm getting $3,000, spouse is getting $3,000, kids are each getting $3,000. That's what that means. When they pay 100% for checkups and cleanings, let's say I go twice a year, once in the fall, once in the spring, and once in the fall. Say they paid out $200 at 100% for me for my checkups and cleanings, and then another $200 in the fall. That's $400. That means I have $400 off. I have $2,600 left to use for other things like basic and major. So this is a bucket of money you get every calendar year. And that's the benefit summary for those that want to look at it. And this is all on our portal, by the way, for you to see. So if you lose this memo, this entire memo and all these summaries are on our portal. Vision, we actually matched the vision. I think Aetna gave $150 cash. We did $175. So for those that don't know about vision, if you have a medical condition, it's covered under medical insurance. But if you're looking for routine reimbursement and a routine eye exam, you need vision coverage, not covered under medical. So we offer that now with United Healthcare. Frequency, every year we can get an eye exam and you'll pay a $10 copay when you see a United nationwide provider. This is United. This isn't Oxford. This is United. Every 12 months, you can get your lenses or contacts in lieu of eyeglasses. Every 12 months, you can get reimbursement for frames. You'll pay a $25 copay for the lens, and the balance is paid at 100%. For things like frames, you'll get $175 cash plus 30% off. So think of vision as a combination of a copay for like an exam, a cash reimbursement, $175, and 30% off, and a discount. It's like a combination of 3 things into one. And by the way, I think United was like $1 cheaper than Aetna. So we certainly did good with United and Oxford for products. Okay, and that's a benefit summary and written a little more details. On the My United site, yes, you will have Oxford in New York and New Jersey for your doctors and hospitals, and Oxford is our insurance company, but their parent is United, and the My UHC is the main site. When you get your login, when you get your member ID from us, you will go to My UHC and you'll register. Why? Because you can print your own ID card. You can see your claims. Yes, you can look up doctors. But also, more importantly, there's tons of stuff that they offer. Checklists, how to get your card, how to submit a claim, healthcare tools. If you look on the tools, they have a wellness and rewards program, mental health and emotional support. There's house calls. There's tons of services that United Healthcare will do for you. Take your time to look at the resources they give you. How you enroll into the American Layout benefits. My benefit link is my organization, my website, that's going to send you a link at the end of this call. You'll simply log in, you'll start your registration, you will update your personal profile, make sure we have your spelling right. If you have dependents, you'll add them, and then you'll see your choices to simply click modify to get started. You'll see the medical plan, the dental plan, and the vision plan. For those of you asking, yes, you could be waiving medical and covered under dental and vision. You could be a single for medical and a family for vision. They're all different coverages. So make sure your dependents are in there. And when you get to each screen, you can decide how you want to cover. We're going to open enrollment. We're going to start it today, and we're going to go to the 8th, correct?
Yes.
So we'll have today, tomorrow, the weekend, all of next week, and on the 8th, we'd like to wrap that up and basically send, why? Because we're having a new carrier. So we want to get that information on the 9th over to United and let them know who's taking the medical, who's taking the vision, and also let Delta Dental know if there's anybody new to the dental plan. On the last page is some resources about Delta and United with some phone numbers. And then this is me, Dan Toner, and my right hand, Amanda and Leslie. This team works in support of me, in support of American Layout. So that's all I had. I'll open it up for questions.
I have a question regarding the vision and the dental. So is our renewal period January 1st? Will those carry over also from January 1st, or deductibles, out of pocket, etc.?
So dental renews in June, which means the insurance company has open enrollment. Anybody that's new to the policy can come on. If I waived, I can come only on during my open enrollment, which is June. The
Okay.
coverage is a little different, Donna. When you woke up on January 1, they gave you a fresh $3,000 worth of benefit. They just happen to refresh that on a calendar year basis. They don't care when you renew.
Okay.
Vision works on a calendar year basis as too. You get a bucket. You can give your eye check once a year. They do things on a calendar year basis. You're getting that 175 cash plus 30% off on a calendar year basis. Now you're starting a brand new vision plan. So United's really starting coverage in June for vision. They don't really care that you had Aetna before. So technically speaking, if you had 150 cash from Aetna in March, you can get 175 from United in October. They don't know what you had.
Okay.
But it works on a calendar year basis.
And then January 1st will go
New bucket.
new bucket. Okay. Alrighty. Any questions?
No.
Everybody's good?
All right. Thank you, guys. So I'm gonna when I end the call, and I will send the link out to everybody right now. I think Donna, you and Mary worked with Amanda just to validate, make sure we had everybody's email and the names, if we're not missing anybody. So I think we've got that part straightened out. My portal's ready. As soon as I end this call, I'm going to send the link out.
Okay. John, Sebastian, Dylan, any questions?
I think we're all good.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Okay, you too.
Bye, thanks.
Bye, thank you.